That ain't it. The fuck is this?
That is
Ready
it's
for my
terrible.
close-up?
Is what it
That
is.
is your eyes.
This is definitely
So glad
me.
this is live because I am. Oh my god, this is so becoming our famous.
That ain't
thing.
it.
That's better than it was.
That it. That's it.
Pull it.
Kind
Close.
of. Not quite.
Dude, it was a jump
Thank
scare
God
with your
we're
giant
professionals.
chrome
What
dome
the
there.
fuck is happening? This one? Nope, not that one.
You know, I feel like I need to do a short that's just like a blooper reel.
There we go. Sorry about that. Don't know what
You have
the
an
fuck that
hour of it.
was. Besides being fun, we're professionals here at the Clockwork Nexus. Anyway, speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Clockwork Nexus, where we absolutely, positively, indubitably know what we are doing at all times, and everything is absolutely intentional.
Oh yes.
So intentional. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what that was, but yeah, it's Monday, and it is a Monday in which we are playing The Crown and the Wolf, I think.
Yes.
That's the group that I have here, so I'm going to assume that we're right on that. We did some stuff last week, but I can't remember what it was, so I have to go looking at the contract here to see who's.
He put my middle initial. He didn't even put the right initial. You don't even know my middle name. Anyways,
Enough, right?
So we are trying to make our way somewhere safe where we can kind of get our bearings and we're trying to just survive. We ended up in a town after escaping from being roasted by demons, and before that, the demons saved us from being beheaded. So it's been a fun time, but we are in the midst of taking down some bandits, which we just fought a whole bunch of them, but the leader was not amongst them, so we got to find them. But we did just clear out the cave. There were some sand pit traps. Well, just one, but it was a gnarly one. But yeah, we just finished clearing out the cave, and that was about where we ended last time, was the end of that fight.
All right. That is roundabout. Finished up. Did you guys loot them or not?
We looted some stuff that was up here.
Yeah.
That had the potions and whatnot, but
We
did not
hadn't
get
started
to looting.
this yet.
Yeah.
Oh, and one of the bandits did escape. He threw down like a smoke bomb type thing and ran for it.
Yep. All right. Well,
Did we
truth be
take a
told, the
short rest
bandits
at the
don't
end of
have a
that?
whole lot on them. You guys
What?
can look up standard equipment for bandits, and you guys can add that to your inventory. For I think 2 of them got eaten in the pit, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So you're saying I can add a greatsword +5 to the inventory? Got it. It's pretty
That
standard.
is not standard for.
No. There's 5 of them at least, because each one had a greatsword +5.
5
We
greatswords
can't
plus
have
5.
one. We have to.
So you guys want to fight Tiamat like now, or
You know what?
wait till after the
You
bio?
can't
break?
truck it. Fuck it. That's what I always say.
I thought it was you can't duck it, fuck it.
Yeah.
What? Why'd you want to duck
Fuck
it?
it. Fuck it.
So yeah, you guys would have 7 bandits worth of stuff.
Okay, so scimitars, light crossbow, and
Yeah,
100 gold each.
not 100 gold, no.
500.
I would say between the 7 of them, I'll give you. I will give you 110 gold total.
Cool. I'm adding it to the group inventory.
Nice. I say we explore the cave, and Vesper is going to start looking for Marigold because Mari has gone missing.
For the sake of her not being here, we're gonna say that yeah, she would check in with you guys and tell you guys. Basically, she's gonna go scout out around the city a little bit.
She's going to scout out what?
Around the city a little bit
Okay.
because we are missing Danielle, so we are gonna leave her
No.
safely. Now we're missing Hannah. Danielle is here.
So does this mean that for next session, Hannah's going to have a huge scouting report to read to us?
Absolutely. I'm gonna give her like a 3-page single spaced.
The thing is, he's not even joking.
I might not be.
He'll do it just
Doesn't
to.
know
make
yet.
it-
I am known for
Like,
being
start
slightly
writing.
extra.
What? This is brand new
No.
information.
No. All right. So yeah, with that, there's nothing really else in the cave left for you guys to find. But I will say, if you guys go through the cave instead of leaving, you guys would find a
Secret tunnel.
yeah, more or less. You would find a tunnel that leads out, and then you guys are kind of up on the mountainside looking down onto kind of a valley where the city of Yadalsa sits. So you guys figure you're about 3/4 of a day's ride out, or a walk, because you guys don't have horses.
Did we ever
Um,
find any of would we have found any of the people that they were smuggling?
Either
Or is
they
it
have
just that
not
ledger?
started using this location for smuggling people, or they just moved the people out, but you guys don't find any active signs of people being moved through here.
Okay.
So
Um,
we don't see any tracks or anything.
Nope.
Oh yeah, I'd like to look for tracks to see if I can find like the one guy that ran off where he went to.
So you're trying to find.
The guy that
Where-
escaped us.
Okay, you're just trying to find out where he is.
Yeah, I'm trying to track him.
I am not on the map, cousin.
Yeah, that's because you weren't fucking here last time, you jerk.
Yeah,
25.
It happens.
So 20 with a 25 perception, you do
No, 25
find.
survival. Because survival would be tracking, right?
No. A secret door.
All right.
And if you go through that secret door,
I will check for traps on that secret door to make sure it's not trapped.
sure, go for it.
You will try, but I will open the door while you're
Guidance.
looking for traps.
Oh,
Oh,
give
yeah,
me
I
a chance to roll dice, dagnabbit.
No, roll your dice. I'm kidding. Roll your dice.
All right.
Thought Jax was determined to kill us.
All right, so 14 plus 4 from guidance. 15 total.
It does not appear to be trapped.
I will let you know, Jax, that it is not trapped.
All right. So
Well,
then
of course
as you
it
go-
wasn't.
Go
Then
through
I'll
it.
open it and spring the trap.
Yeah.
You guys go through here, and you see the open door in front of you. And you realize that this is the exact spot where you guys came walking down.
Where we came, what?
Where you guys came in.
This is the trap door.
Yeah, careful, guys.
Oh.
There was something going on with that door. Don't forget.
Hey,
The thwack door.
Yeah.
If it tries to thwack me, I thwack it back.
It's
Will, can
a
you check it out?
door. If you guys check out the door, you see that it is made by the Whack Fuck Company.
Hmm.
And Danielle, find out how that company exactly got its name. Because you try to open it and it goes whack. Fuck.
yeah, Vesper did not enjoy that.
Playing a game of Whack Fuck over here. But yeah. So that's that. After discovering that, do you guys go back up the way you came and take the longer way to the city, or go through the secret tunnel?
Well,
Shorter way.
question, in terms of clearing out the bandits, who is it that we're supposed to... I mean, we have not finished yet because we've not yet killed all the bandits. But once we do succeed, who are we supposed to present the evidence to collect the bounty?
I've already let them know that we have cleared out this little staging hole. And I would have gone through and done the necessary stuff with that pouch, Chief.
So are you telling me that you've already let them know?
Yeah.
And Vesper is going to look at... How did you communicate with them? You have not left the tunnel.
The people that
He's very spooky.
the people I deal with have ways of communicating between the job seekers and the job providers.
And who are the people that you work with?
People that sometimes don't want to be identified.
And these people's goals are...
To stop, in this case, human trafficking.
And our goals are aligned.
And then, does the gold appear in the pouch for the payment? And I forget how much that was supposed to be. It was like 100 total, or was it 90?
I do believe they offered you. I believe it was 100 gold total for eradicating this little cell of.
Okay. Then I give 20 to everybody here.
Right.
I saw a man turn to goo. I'm not sure if this was worth it.
Wait, which man turned into goo?
Well, it fell down in the little pit and turned into goo.
I thought they got
It was a
eaten.
very
Oh.
big person.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I didn't fall down into that.
Yes, you should be glad. It was not comfortable.
Did any of you get gooed, big fella?
Does it look like any of me got gooed?
Well, I don't know. I cannot see all of you. I was just checking in,
Exactly
trying
my
to be a
point.
good. Oh, you're walking. You're fine.
Indeed.
Uh,
Well, since we've already reported that we're good and I guess rewarded for whatever it is. Should we continue to the temple?
You said
I
a
believe
temple?
that's. I thought we were going to a town.
The Watchtown.
Yeah.
It would be a temple for me because I'm going to my temple. That's where. Anyway, the town. We're going to the town. Come on.
Who is this a temple to?
It's kind of a
The
personal
Watchers.
question, isn't it?
By the way, it's down there, right?
A little nosy Rosie, aren't you, Vesper?
I am just looking to know if this is a temple to one I would pray to.
Oh, yeah, you're one of those people. All right.
I don't think I want to know what you mean by one of those people.
Well, nothing bad.
I call it a temple, but it's more of an outpost for what would concern you. But come on, to
Okay.
Jadalsa we go.
If it is a safe place, I say we should go.
Maybe safe for some.
It's safer than here.
So, has anybody tried this whacker door yet? I'm not
Yes.
keen on getting hit.
I tried it earlier before the fight, and it was most unpleasant. I would suggest we go back out the other way.
I'm gonna try the door anyway.
I thought you already did.
Don't have my book. Or do it.
What if we just say I kick it open? Can we just say I kick it open?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Get your book and your shenanigans.
I do have a very big book of shenanigans, and I love it.
It's a good
You
book.
know what? You know what? Never mind. This is a silly place. We'll just go around and avoid your silliness.
But are they evil shenanigans?
In second thought, let us not go to Camelot. It's a silly place.
Yes, it is a silly place.
I will note Vesper is not even trying that door again. She's noping out.
It's a silly place.
Because I haven't gone through that door yet.
If
I'm
you
just
let
going
me
to go
go
back
through
through the
door,
secret
why wanna
door.
let me
There's
go
got
through
to be
the
a way to
door.
open this thing without getting hurt.
Because the door isn't really a door.
Is it a jump?
Jesus Christ.
The door is ajar.
Uncle.
I thought it was a door.
Wherever it is about to be kicked.
All right. You said we've already investigated this whole place.
Well, this is
and-
taking up a way we haven't. No, we have been up here before. Okay. Follow me.
Love to.
Uh
Except my roll 20's not working right.
oh.
Oh, it's just being a wee bit sluggish.
As it always is. But with where you guys are wandering down there, yeah, you just find another place where they have stored goods. You see that it has been recently emptied out.
Any fancy
but
magic
yeah.
items?
I haven't been saying I needed to look for chests because I thought earlier you said we already checked out the place.
Yeah. You guys checked out as far as you guys went, but no, there are no more to save you. There are no more traps in the rest of this place.
Okay.
Sean, you can reload your roll or your D&D Beyond, and you should have your item in there.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. Nothing obnoxious. But...
Oh no, I've come to the end. Stuck in the void.
Who's stuck in the void? Well, you right there are right there towards the end. So you got your other people that are just going for map completion or something. I don't know, but
I'm
It's
just
the
following
end of
people.
map as we
Thorvald does not like to be alone.
so you guys make your way out of the cave and down the hillside towards the city of the Yadalsa. You guys do eventually find the road. Just plain dirt road, nothing special. Makes the walk a little bit easier. Slightly downhill for a while. But is there any conversations you guys are trying to have in the meantime?
We'll just say that this is where you guys end up meeting up with my guy, out on the road. Essentially,
Great Bush just finds you guys.
Well,
Wandering off
technically,
from the waterfall and.
I see you're done
Well, if it isn't
wandering
the
the
old
woods.
man who ducked out of all the thief killing.
Missed all of the fun.
my apologies.
There was
I do not know what happened. It's been a long time since I've used magic, and I think I had an adverse reaction. Maybe something that happened in the Mage's Tower. I ended up having a vision. I do not know what to make of it. Yeah, like the Mages Guild or whatever, where I was essentially kept for the last 1,000 years or so. So he's essentially just wandering around confused right now. He's not quite sure where he is, who he is, but he recognizes you guys.
Do we need to help you out wandering around and put a rope around you?
Always wanted a pet wizard. Oh, shut it.
Keep me on
That
a
was
leash.
not insensitive. It was a joke, and everyone knows it.
People are not pets. And Vesper
was
is
a
going to walk
joke.
over to Greybush and just, may I take your arm and guide you as we walk? The slopes look treacherous.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Vesper is going to just like scold the boys for people are not pets. And then she's going to walk over to Greybush, and these slopes appear somewhat treacherous. May I take your arm and help to guide you down?
Yes, thank you.
Pets? I was thinking of treating them like kids. But
You were going to go make him work in the field?
wrong type of kids.
Oh, no, I was talking about the wee ones. I guess we just grew up a little different.
Well, when you get them out from the field of hay baling and everything else, you got to keep an eye on them. And usually it helps to have them tied to you, otherwise someone else may snatch them up.
Oh, yeah, there is that.
Or they go wandering off into places they shouldn't, like a tavern meant for adults. You get my drift.
If this is your experience with parenting, I question your effectiveness.
My effectiveness is to make sure my kids don't go off into those places.
And have you been successful?
I had been. But that is in the past. And what is lost may never be found, but we can only try. For now, let us keep ourselves safe, and hopefully we stay safe in wherever this temple or whatever we're going to is. I'll go over to Jax. Do you know how well they look for certain groups of people at this outpost of yours, sir?
You have a concern that they're looking for you specifically?
I may not be exactly on the watch's most friendly list, but if they're looking for me, I'm not fully sure.
Do they know your face?
Hard to say.
What?
I've already been betrayed once, and hard to say if anyone else would betray me.
Well, as long as you don't say anything too stupid, you should be fine.
I won't betray you. I'm slightly scared of you.
I'd be more worried about that voice that you keep talking to.
You just leave Rupert out of this.
We have a name.
Oh, crap. I know I blurted it. Just forget I said anything, all right? Then I walk away.
And
But-
yeah, I will jot that down in my own little book.
But Jack will put his hand on your shoulder and be like, I wouldn't worry too much. The Watchers care for bigger things.
Oh, that's good to know. The last thing I want is for us to have any troubles trying to find a place to be, well, safe for a little bit. And then I'll just keep on walking and chatting with you guys.
So, as you guys go for a while, it stays pretty quiet. As you guys can see from the current image on Roll 20, this is the city that you guys are walking up to. As you guys get closer, you guys do start to see the banners of Yadalsa. That is the blue and white mountain, split half on a field of white, half on a field of blue. one with a sun, one with a crescent moon. You see a couple farms here and there, kind of widespread. It's pretty quiet out here, but you guys all would very much so hear a ruckus start. Does anybody in this campaign speak Giant?
No.
Not in this one.
I don't believe so.
Nope.
I speak primordial.
That it definitely helps when I ask if you speak Giant.
Negative.
I speak Orc. That's a dumb language. They kind of might understand each other.
Not
I got
quite.
that one too.
Hey, aren't Goliaths and giants kind of related? So
Yeah.
I don't know if Goliaths get Giant as a language though.
I'm just saying.
No, they get
like,
primordial.
They
Yeah.
get what?
What?
They get primordial.
Primordial?
Primordial, yep.
All right. Well, you guys might not understand Giant, but you do hear a couple of people yelling in. How many of you speak? Well, all of you speak Common, so we'll just keep it Common. But kind of hard to discern from this far away on the road, but you hear like there's a battle brewing. And as you guys go, you do eventually see kind of this big. I will drop you guys. If I can find it.
Did we take a short rest?
Oh yeah,
Since
you
our
guys for
fight-
sure would have gotten a short rest by then.
What was that?
You guys for sure would have gotten a short rest in.
Okay. Groovy.
Secret tunnels. Secret tunnels. Nope,
Through the mountain.
there it is. Yeah.
There's a dice roll.
So you do see off in the distance. I'll move you guys a little bit further away.
Oh, I do have comprehend language as a ritual.
How long of a ritual is that?
To be
10 minutes?
honest, what the giant is saying is really irrelevant. It's just a matter of getting you guys to the fight.
Yeah.
But you guys do see two figures that do seem to be battling with this hulking figure that seems to be swinging a rather large. What do you guys do?
Is it clear to see who is being more of an aggressor or?
Well, from your experience, giants are typically always the aggressor.
So they're typically not ever good guys, the giants.
I would like to kill the giant. Kill the giant. Kill the giant.
I like your use of kill the wabbit.
But I'm glad someone recognized that, actually. That's...
So all of you guys are watching this, and you just look over at Jax, who's just sitting here like a giddy little
Salivating.
schoolboy.
Uh,
Can we
That's
go
for
play
people
along?
where
Can we? Can we?
More in these parts.
I don't believe I'm asking. I believe while I'm charging, I'm saying kill the giant. Kill the giant. Ah!
All right, we're gonna roll some initiative then,
oh, okay.
and I will
Well, I
even
guess we're
put
doing
him
this then, aren't we?
out that way. So
Fight first, ask questions later. I see how this
Out of
rolls.
spell
go to.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me. There.
Oh,
Right. Add turn. There we go. Now I'm going to click on you. Initiative.
I need to get my dice back from my son.
I got a 6 for initiative, and I'm out of spell slots. I'm
Hold
not
on.
very helpful with this.
Got to make sure everybody else is set up. Thank you.
Vesper, I thought you were an elf.
Who?
What does that have to do with my spell slots?
We took a short rest.
Elves don't
Oh.
get spell slots back. If she's a cleric, it has to be at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Only long rest.
All right. So, Vesper, what did you get?
6.
And your dex score is what?
That is 16.
That's supposed to be a 16, not a 15. Fixed it. Jax, what'd you get?
Well, considering I'm in front and I'm
I
charging,
will give you advantage on your initiative roll since you are charging.
well, that's good because I rolled a nat 1.
Jax goes running in, trips on a rock, and falls flat on his face.
If I get to reroll that, that would be great.
Yes,
That would be a
I'm
13.
Giving you advantage. So,
A 13 with the dex of 14.
14 point what?
13.14.
Graybush, what'd you get?
I got a 14 point. What is it? 14.17.
Okay. And Theraval, what'd you get?
5 plus 3 for an 8.
8 point what? What is your dex score?
Hold on. 16.
You guys should just get used to giving me that.
I just put it in.
All right. So with that, you will see these two people are going to get to go with their attacks first. So we'll why are you being there? This guy will come up and hit him for okay. Then she's going to try to shoot him. She will hit him once. All right, that will bring up Graybush.
Okay. I technically can't see the guy because the fog of war, but he's I can technically see far enough. I'm pretty sure to be able to because my spells go far enough to where I don't need to move. So I am going to. All right. I am going to hit him with a magic missile.
You should be able to see him. I can see him, and I'm close. Or
You should
well,
be
no,
able
I'm a
to.
little bit further away. Than you.
No,
Either way.
you got the
I
fog
can't-
of war,
I can
so we
see
only
the
have
edge of him, and
dark
that's it.
vision.
Yeah. I can
It's
just
like it's
barely
nighttime.
Yeah, I get it.
drops us by. All right, so 3 1d4s. I'm just gonna roll on the. Come on. That's a 4, a 2, and a 1.
4, 6, 7.
Yep.
You add anything to your magic missile?
Plus 1, so plus 3. So 10
10.
damage total.
Okay. He does take it. And you see, like, as he takes these magic missiles, he definitely kind of gives, like, the, like, just kind of, like, swatting at stuff that's not there. Like, he is very confused.
And as you, as I charge up, pretty much start using magic, you see the symbols on my skin start glowing red again. Pretty much happens every time I open my spell book.
Vesper, because you're closest. Give me a
Yes.
quick perception check as you watch Greybush launch this spell.
Greybush has disappeared from the map. But yes, I will give you a
He's
perception
right on the
check.
other side of this rock.
Oh.
There.
That's a 10.
That's a 10? All right, so I will
Yeah,
say
I'm
that a 10 is enough that you kind of notice out of the corner of your eye. You're not 100% sure if you actually see it or if this is part of magic, but it hasn't been like a part of Greybush's magic. But as he casts his spell, you swear it looks like there's multiple of him weaving the spell at the same time. Almost like 5 or
Like
6
Jordan?
of them are catching up, like kind of strobe lightish. You know what I mean?
Doctor Strange-ish.
Fascinating.
All right, that is going to bring up Jax.
All right, I'm gonna move to where I'm right next to him. It looks like I should, because I'm flanking. I'll be flanking him in this situation, so I should have initiative for that. Correct? Not initiative, but advantage for that. Correct?
What?
I'm flanking with this other guy, so do I get advantage?
I will say for this sake, yes.
Awesome. Oh, I rolled damage. Sorry. Let me roll the attack first. Oh, hopefully I do better with the second one. There's a 15 hit.
It does.
Yes.
That is the least effective looking armor I've ever seen on a person.
So I'm just going to go ahead and use my last spell slot to smite. And I feel
Okay.
this justifiable anger coming from me that I transfer to my sword, and with a giant blow. Let's see. That's 8 plus, was it 2d8? Yep. 16 points total.
16.
Yes.
All right. And you will notice as the other guy is fighting and he sees you kind of come up and just deliver this pretty hefty blow, he kind of just looks at you and gives you the slightest of nods in the middle of the battle. Like, he's acknowledging.
I'll acknowledge the acknowledgement.
I want you to notice that I notice you, and I notice you too.
And then he acknowledged that I acknowledged that he acknowledged.
It's just a nod off.
A bunch of reactions of acknowledgement.
All right, that
Perfectly
will bring
timed.
up Therival.
I'm gonna scoot a little closer so I can actually see. And then I'm gonna hit the guy with firebolt. Well, I'm going to attempt to hit him with firebolt.
All right.
Does a 19 hit.
Absolutely.
Sweet. Where's my D10? There it is. Hold on. It fell. It's a 6.
CX. All right. You doth take it. All right. And if that is your turn, sir,
That is my turn.
then this big boy is going to turn around to the last guy to actually hit him. And
Hold
also
on.
the closest to his actual size. And he is going to try to give you a... He's going to try to give you a thump or two.
I don't like the 2.
All right, so that's going to be an 18 and a 22.
My AC is 18, so I assume they both hit.
All right. So the first one is going to hit you for 8 bludgeoning damage. Or wait, hold up. 9 bludgeoning damage. The second one... So the first one was kind of a glancing blow. The second one, he gets you for 16 bludgeoning damage.
I would like to use my last Stone's Endurance to shrug that one off.
All right.
Actually, hold off on that. Don't bother these. I wave my hand and re-roll.
Are you doing fucking Chronergy stuff?
Technically, you don't know that. That's above game.
Okay, I know that.
Careful, I did that once when we were doing Shadowed Obelisk, and I turned a hit into a critical hit.
So,
Well,
is it re-rolling the attack roll or the damage?
It re-rolls the attack, or let's see. As a reaction, after you are a creature you see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, or ability check, or a saving throw, you can force the creature to re-roll. You make the decision after you see whether the roll succeeds or fails. Target must use the result of the second roll.
Okay. So he rolls again. Got it. And this isn't disadvantage, so this is the second one is what it is, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just hoping you don't.
Fuck!
Yes.
That no, it's still gonna hit him,
Oh, damn it.
but it's not going to crit on him. It was like cocked, so I kind of just like moved the dice tray a little bit, and it rolled to a 15. So 15 plus 8. So not going to crit on you, but you will still. I won't re-roll the damage. I will let you keep the 16.
Okay, well, I'm still going to use my Stone's Endurance then.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
So that's -7, so 9 points.
All right. And I will say, cousin, what is the name of that feature? Because I'm trying to
Chronal
decide whether other people notice it or not.
It's called Chronal Shift.
Okay, so what I will say is, like, you guys all see this giant kind of like swing at Jax, and right before it hits him, you almost see like this Matrix type glitch, and it goes back to the club being in the air, and it like swings down and still hits him like right in the back.
Yeah, but the first one, it really looked like I could have blocked it. Then I was like, huh? And then the devil just hits me in the face.
Sorry.
Damn.
Still getting used to it again.
All right, that will bring up Cleel.
So we're doing this. I've got a straight run over here to him.
Okay.
That gives me advantage, right? Since I'm pretty much right over there.
I will say because the other guy is down there, yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. So I'm going to do. I'm going to do two different attacks here. My first attack is just going to be a rapier attack,
Okay.
and then I'll use my offhand to just throw the dagger. I don't get any bonuses or anything to it because I don't have two weapon fighting at this point.
Okay.
So here we go for the rapier. 15 plus 8, 23 to hit, or 15 plus 7, so 22 to hit.
Absolutely,
Is that-
you're gonna hit on those.
Does that hit?
Are you using your sneak attack?
Yes.
Oh,
I'll be using sneak attack on it too. Trying to find my D8. There it is. That was an 8 for the rapier and a 3 for the sneak attack.
So how much total?
8 plus 3, 11.
11. Okay.
And then doing the straight roll with I'm going to using that belt. I'm going to pull out the +1 dagger, throw
Okay.
it. 19 plus the 1. Oh wait, does the +1 from the being magic adds even if I don't add? Yeah, I would. So 20, dirty 20.
Okay. If you roll in D&D Beyond, it should factor the +1 into it.
Mhm.
But it would be adding in the dex. I don't have it
Huh?
set up for. It would be adding.
Are
in
you
my,
doing your?
I'm doing the
Oh,
He's
offhand.
doing
I
his
got you.
offhand attack. He doesn't get to add that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got you.
and then that would be 3 damage.
All right.
And that is my turn.
All right. That's going to bring up Vesper.
All right. Vesper is going to go here, and she is then going to she's kind of putting herself between the giant and the two squishies of the party, kind of going into bodyguard mode. And then she is going to use her channel divinity, and I am going to cast Path to the Grave, so I can curse the giant until the end of my next turn. The next time myself or an ally of mine hits the cursed creature with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to all of that attack's damage, and then the curse ends.
Okay, say that again. It does
Next time
what?
someone hits the giant, it takes double damage.
Okay. So it takes double
It
damage
has
from.
vulnerability to the next attack that hits it.
Okay. And is that all you're doing?
Yeah, I don't really have anything I can do with my bonus action yet, so I'm kind of just I'm heading back to kind of act as bodyguard for the sorcerer and the wizard.
All right. So because of your curse, because I pre-rolled their attacks, this guy is going to take his greatsword out, and because he crit on the guy and was going to do 21, but then you made him do double that, so that's going to take him to 42, which is enough to take him down.
Nice.
So this guy just collapses. Jax and Cleo, make a dex save real quick.
I'm good at those. Supposedly. Supposedly is a good point. That is 5 plus 7, 12.
All right.
20.
20.
Yes.
All right. So both of you guys move out of the way as this guy just topples over like right there. And
You see that? That man barely needed our help at all.
you see him kind of coming up and talking to his compatriot as they both kind of like look at you. You lot, and just, they're kind of conferring just a little bit, and then the man kind of looks at you and just, well met, strangers. I don't recognize you from these parts, so you must be traveling. Appreciate the assist.
Always there to help anyone who is in need of assistance.
So, what brings you round? I'd imagine traveling into the city.
I'll look over to Jax.
Yes, we head to Jadalsa.
Well, I sent you guys pictures of them in the campaign chat, but you notice that they both are kind of pretty well armored. They both kind of are pretty scarred up. You see their armor that they are wearing is pretty well worn, and you do see that they are both wearing a symbol of a wolf, but it is not the same as the rebels wear. It is a different wolf. Jax, I will allow you to make a history check.
You see, you say they're pretty well armored, but this guy literally has one shoulder covered.
He has a pauldron and an arm, and he is also wearing pretty heavy armor from the waist down.
And
He's
sword
Oryx.
bounce
I've
on that
seen-
six-pack.
I've seen female armor that had more armor than his.
You know what?
Hey,
Don't
if
hate.
you-
I got to be honest. If I looked like that, that's exactly the type of armor I would be wearing.
Is this guy canonically a gym bro?
What's up, bro?
He is
You
now.
fucking lift.
If
Oh,
video
God.
game logic has told me anything, that armor has a rating of 600.
Valid.
Great fight. We need
Uh.
protein powder.
That armor is
Uh.
ridiculously top tier,
We
even though it
create all
covers
of our
next to
armor.
nothing.
We believe in equity amongst
We believe in
individuals.
the Schmalgraldian cod piece. We believe in equity in armor. I'm going to wear it, but I'm not happy about it. But yeah, as he
So you
hears
asked,
that you guys are heading towards the city, I asked you for a history check, didn't I?
Yeah, you asked the wisdom and strength based character to give you an intelligence check,
Guidance.
and with that intelligence check, I got a 3.
Plus, you could get a D4.
I don't think a 7 at most is going to help me, is it?
At this rate, I have a better chance with a disadvantage on history check.
Yes, you would.
You can give him. Anybody can give him the help action.
I will give that to him.
Okay, roll with advantage and a +4.
That's funny. All right.
Gross. Oh god.
What did you roll?
Roll the 4.
You know, I really thought he was about to say a nat one.
What did you get on your D4?
A 4.
A 1.
Here.
So I rolled a 5.
You know what? That's exactly what you needed.
My overall history score is one more than that.
That's funny.
So again, you asked the strength and wisdom based character to make a history intelligence check, and this is what you get.
It's like asking me to push someone off a cliff.
So
That's exactly.
that's enough that you recognize the symbol of the wolf as they have it, as members of the Huntsman, which is kind of a renowned group of more or less monster hunters. They don't really believe in you know, they really don't much care for mercenaries so much. Like, they don't like being looked at as mercenaries because they don't really like to get involved in the problems of people. They want to go out and find the biggest, baddest thing to fight and take that out.
So they're
And
witchers.
to them, people is just too easy,
They're witchers.
more or less.
Sweet.
So I guess I will look at the ogre and I will look back at them and be like, so is this the biggest thing in the woods?
Well, I don't know about the biggest thing in the woods, but it was what we were contracted to eliminate.
Are
Now,
there a lot of
because
these
you
things
guys
around?
lent a hand, that means a debt is owed. So if you're coming by Yadulsa and you need a place to stay, we got a lodge kind of just outside of town that you guys can feel free to use as needed. Free of charge. It's at least a place to lay your head, and it won't cost you anything.
What is your price then?
What?
What
They
is your
just-
price then?
What do you
They
mean? What
just
is
said they're paying us back.
Yeah, it's pretty much for helping them out.
Yeah, you guys helped fell a giant, which, by the way, is no small feat.
With that type of swing, I'm sure you probably have taken down a few. That was mighty impressive.
Thank you kindly. I've taken down my fair share of giants. You know, dire wolves, dire bears, even.
Do you do this on purpose?
What, go out looking for a fight?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And like as he smiles, it kind of like accentuates the various like scars like on his face and everything. And you see she is also scarred.
Sir, I find you terrifying, and I'm glad that we're on friendly terms.
Indeed.
Well, if you guys find yourself in Yadulsa with some downtime, like I said, come by the fort, as we call it. And you meet the old man, and we'll show you where you can stay. I mean, as always, you guys are more than welcome to stay at the inns, but those can get a little pricey, especially during this year wartime.
It is much appreciated. The name is Talil, by the way. And may we have yours? Great warriors.
Most of my companions call me Bosk, but the name's Rolvarth.
Well,
And this
Boss.
here is my my shield sister Thorvala. She don't talk much till you get to know her, but trust me, there ain't nobody better to have your back than Thorvala here.
Well, Bosk, Lavala, it has been a great pleasure to witness your all's feats with this giant.
As you guys are standing here talking, anybody that wants to can give me a perception check.
I will do that.
21.
Yeah.
I'm also going to give myself guidance. Oh, for fuck's sake.
My passive is higher. I got a 17.
I got 19.
Seriously, can I just use my passive because it's higher than what I rolled?
Nope.
No.
Fine, a 10.
A 10?
I got a 14.
14. So who got 15 or higher?
17.
Thorval got a 21.
Jax?
Jack's with a 19.
All right. So as you guys are sitting there talking to him, Graybush and Vesper, you guys don't notice any of this, but the three of you that passed it, you swear you every once in a while when the wind blows right, like you swear you almost smell wet dog for a second. Like just for a second, and then it goes away.
I think I know where this is going. A buff game.
I just assumed that's TL.
Same.
So
Well, I am a little bit further upwind from you guys. That'll
But
be
yeah,
make
either
note.
way, as he's talking, they'll sit there and just kind of, well, if you guys are heading to the city, why don't we walk with you and we can travel the rest of the way, and you're gonna want to visit the Jarl first, but like I said, find y'all's way up to the fort, and we'll get our debt squared away.
So, can you enlighten us as to the Jarl's disposition towards strangers?
Well, as anybody in this time, the Jarl's a little wary, but he's not unwelcoming. I think that's the way I would say it.
Well, might you put in a good word for us with him? And I'd like to roll persuasion.
Go for it.
Crap. 8. That's
So
what a
with
plus
that,
6.
he'll just kind of sit there and be like, well, there's not a whole lot we can do. We don't really have an in with the council per se.
That's fair. It never hurts to ask.
Oh, that is true.
I'll put my hand on Thurville and then whisper, "Stop talking or they might rescind our invitation."
All right, fine. I'll bloody well shut up.
As they're sitting there talking, you guys see Graybush just start to sit down onto nothing, and all of a sudden a chair appears underneath him.
Curious trick.
That belt I got like a month ago.
The seat belt,
My old man belt.
the oldest of old man belt.
I low-key want one.
In real
You
life.
too.
Yes, in real life.
All right. So at this point, we are going to go ahead, since it's just about 10 after 9, we're going to go ahead and take us a quick bio break. So if you guys would give us just 5 minutes to handle our various ablutions, We shall be right back. So just give us 5 minutes. We'll be right back with you. Let's see where it is. There it is. All right. We'll be right back. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Clockwork Nexus, where we are in the second half of our session of The Crown and the Wolf, 5th episode, Downtime. First half of the session, the party made their way out of the cave that they were in. The party found out that Tliel has a way to contact his Thieves Guild and got paid, and he distributed the gold as such with the party members that were present.
By the way, that still hasn't hit my inventory.
Say what?
The item you're talking about hasn't shown in the inventory.
Well, try refreshing,
I have.
because I 100% put it there.
I will follow up with you afterwards.
Liar! But anyway, and then they started making their way to the city of Yadalsa, and on the way they found a pair of warriors that looked like they were doing battle with a hill giant and decided to give them a little bit of aid. So they did help, and thanks to a very well-timed curse from Vesper, she allowed one of the warriors that was fighting them to land one hell of a blow on the guy. And he felled the giant, and then he basically said that a debt was owed for the assist, and said that they would give him a place to stay free of charge while they were in town. And then they basically walked back, or they joined them on the trip to Yadalsa. On the way, because you were asking about the general.
Did his voice just cut out?
Dave? No, we can't hear you.
Yep.
But we understood that.
Like mid-sentence.
Well, while he restarts his computer, we got one person asking about the general vibes. What's everyone else doing?
I'm wondering if the beefcake knows that he only got that hit because of your curse, or if he thinks that he's just the bee's knees.
I'm kind of wondering that above table as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I would play it off with that he's just the bee's knees.
Right? I
At
mean,
this
if I was
point.
the beefcake, I would. You already have to thank for the help.
I mean, let's put it this way: you have of us that were there. Jackson and I probably did not even notice that Vesper cast it or did anything.
I don't know, because I don't know if there's like a verbal or like any kind of component to it. I don't think there is like
It's a
any kind of
yeah. I think like
verbal
you just like
components or anything.
take your. I think it's like taking your clerical item and then just being like, "The gods give us power," type
And-
of.
With the logistics of the battlefield, you guys wouldn't have seen it, but me and Graybeard would have, Graybush,
Yeah.
and the beefcake would have seen her do it.
All right, sorry about that.
Hey, Chief, question.
Yeah.
Does Beefcake know that he had help with that kill, or does he think he just landed a hell of a blow?
I would say it's pretty. Why are we calling him Big Beefcake all of a sudden? For one, let's back that up, because that sounds like somebody else called him Beefcake. Because I don't know if that's a Danielle original term.
It's not.
It was me, and I couldn't remember his name.
Fair enough. So yeah, Beefcake. His name is Rolvarth Osk. but apparently now he's just Beefcake. Which,
That-
I mean,
that
to be
is-
honest, he's pretty well cut.
That's going in my notes for this guy too.
Total Beefcake.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So I would say that as part of your spell, yeah, he would know that something happened. So yeah, he definitely kind of gave you credit for it.
Because the guys were wondering. So, I wasn't even the one who brought that up. I want to put out there.
Vesper's totally trying to flirt with the guy, like totally helped you out.
No, Vesper's not interested
I'm
in
just
flirting right
kidding. I am just kidding. I know. But anyway, so as you guys were going, you guys were asking about the kind of general vibe of the Jarl. And they would tell you that the Jarl of Scalafel, which is where Yadalsa is Jarl Usam Boldabra. He is a human. He has been ruling Scalafel for a fair amount of years. I think just over 25, 26 years, somewhere in there. He is kind of getting up there in age a little bit, but he is known as an honorable leader. Pragmatic is a word that both Thorvala and Rolvarth used to describe him. So he's kind of no nonsense, no bullshit, kind of just to the point. In his younger years, he was a respected warrior. And now he values stability above all else. He has a public loyalty to the Empire and the High Crown. And he has been very public about dismissing any emissaries from the rebellion pretty handily, pretty outright.
Sounds like my
Um,
kind of fella. Said it sounds like my kind of fella.
Mm-hmm.
And just to make sure we're on the same page, that would be he's for the group that kind of the royalty that said, hey, we're surrendering, or we're putting an end to the war, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
they might not have been. Not all of the Jarls they weren't all super happy about it, but even the ones that did agree to end said, it was outright war for over 50 years.
Yeah.
So they were ready to be done, and for Vretha to not be just the war-torn country that it was. But unfortunately, the rebellion kind of replaced one war with another.
Scumbags.
So, to describe the city as you come up to it, like I said, walking down the dirt road, kind of reminiscent of the picture that is being shown. Massive timber walls surround much of the city. In some places, it does give way to stone walls, but most of the time they stick with. And when I say massive timber, I mean like these are like redwood thickness timber walls. Like they are some of the most impressive, like timber palisades that you guys have seen. You see it has kind of a Nordic, kind of a Viking aesthetic to it as you guys walk into it. The homes are very much so reminiscent of kind of Viking era homes above table. As you get closer to the city, you see a couple large windmills that occupy farms in the outer districts. You do see, kind of sitting up high on the hill, is the Jarl's Keep, known as Stormcrown Keep. And that you can definitely tell from that vantage point, he can see over the majority of the plains that is the kingdom of Scalafel. As you guys get up to the city walls, because you are being escorted by Thorvala and Rolvarth, they don't even question your guys' going in. And kind of as you make your way through town, kind of as you walk in, you notice that kind of from under the palisades, a little river kind of comes flowing in that you cross a little bridge just on the way into town. You see a blacksmith is up right towards the beginning of town. Going up the hill a little bit to your left, you see an inn. Doesn't look like it's in great shape, but you see that it is. You hear a fair amount of patronage going in through there. You kind of walk your way up through a market, and then off of the market, kind of up to the right, you see that they go up, and you see what is very reminiscent of an old Viking longhouse. It's just sitting at the top. And that's where they kind of turn to you and just say, you're going to want to check in with whoever you were here to check in with. And you're definitely going to want to request the audience with the Jarl. So, he knows you're here. But come up here to the fort when you're done. Like I said, we'll get you squared away with the place to sleep, and we won't rob you blind like these inns will.
I guess Jax will have to ask him, before you go, do you know the director of the Watcher outpost in town?
Figured you were one of them based off of your getup.
Indeed.
Kind of off to the left of the Jarl's Keep. That's the Watcher's Tower. That's where you'd find her. Can't say whether she's in or not, but if that's where you're looking to go, that's where you'll find her.
Fair enough. Thank you. I'll make sure I shake their hands before they go.
And they kind of give you the forearm handshake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yep. And then they open the door, and as soon as they open the door, you just hear basically sounds like a boisterous party inside. You get hit with just the wall of the sense of fresh cooked meat and ale and just a boisterous party. You hear men and women inside. It sounds like a good old time, and as soon as the door shuts, it just kind of goes back to just being super quiet, indicating that the doors are pretty heavy.
I was going to make a comment about that, or Taliel was going to make a comment of that's a very thick door and some very thick walls.
Indeed it is. Good to know. Come, let's go find my Watcher friends, shall we? I will start heading in the direction that was pointed to us.
I just joined a voice chat without meaning to. Whoops.
Oops.
Silly Discord.
Don't lose your mic again.
Hannah, if you're watching, that is hilarious. She'll climb that tree. That's funny. Also, if anybody is watching, if anybody has any advice for somebody, like a lovely neighborhood DM whose audio cuts almost frequently, like right at the halfway point, for no reason at all.
Sometimes right at the
Anybody
beginning.
has a way to fix that shit? If you could drop something in the comments, I would be greatly appreciative, because I have not been able to stop this since I've been using this computer, and it's very frustrating. Anyway,
Try a new
back to the
computer.
story. So yeah, you guys are left alone. The city before you. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to be, as we're walking through the town, and I probably should have stated this more at the beginning, but I want to be kind of looking for like any signs of what I would be familiar with, going towards the fort, as they were calling it. And as we're going to the guard's place, I'll be keeping my eyes open as well.
All right, give me an active perception check, please.
It is too dark in here right now. I got an 11.
An 11? Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't seem to see anything.
All right.
So yeah, you guys are looking around and you do not see any signs of your guild. But if there are no other conversations happening,
I'm gonna look for a shop and be like, if we are not going to use the things that we took from the bandits, we should sell them for more coin. I gather it is important in these parts.
I would think that the guards would be able to buy them from us. Jax, you would know more if your group would usually buy them or not.
Are we talking about the band stuff?
Yeah.
That's probably not something my group would buy, but I'm sure we can find someone in this city to take at least some of it off our hands.
Yeah. And we do still have this one potion to figure out what it is without trying it.
I do not recommend that.
It'd waste a potion.
And potentially of your life.
Or make us climb walls through a city that doesn't need to have us climbing walls through it.
Neither of which would be beneficial to us currently.
Exactly. But let us go talk first and then find the best places to sell our goods.
I suppose your watcher friends will know the honorable merchants in town, yes?
Perhaps. Only one way to find out. And we're walking.
all right, and you're walking. Are you stopping by a merchant to try to actually sell these things, or?
No, not currently. We're going to go report to we're going to check in with the watchers first.
All right. Sweet.
Yeah. I'm going to get their recommendations on who to sell to.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are walking around, and then you kind of walk up towards the Jarl's Keep, and just as indicated off to the left of it, is a large, very plain stone tower. In comparison, there are not a lot of banners around it. It is made of a darker stone, and the only thing really identifying it is that you see right above the door that symbol in your chat. You see the symbol of this kind of eye on a cross, with the wings kind of coming out the side of it. And that's really all there is. There's nobody standing out in front of it. It's just there. So what are you guys doing with it?
Is there a door?
Say what?
Is there a door?
Yes, there is a door.
I go up to the door. Is the door locked?
It sure is.
All right. Then I bang on the door.
As the other doors that you know how they operate, you do see a kind of recess in the door where a handle would be. That is typically where one puts their insignia in.
Well, if that's what we do to open the door, that's what I'll do.
All right, so you take out your old master's insignia, place it in.
Yep.
And it kind of depresses and allows you to turn. And as you do, this heavy stone door just kind of slides out of the way. And inside you see is a ornate would not be the right word, but very well kept chamber. You see that there is a table kind of in the middle for conferring. You see kind of a double spiraling staircase, kind of each room going the opposite way, kind of spiraling in a helix up this tower, stopping at several levels. You see that there are just rows and rows and rows of tomes in perfect condition. And you do see that there are a few people dressed very similar to Jasper, except for they are wearing their face mask. That all you really see is kind of these dark sunken eye holes where you can tell like people are behind there, but you can't actively see any of their eyes. So it's a little unsettling. And all of you have seen these people before. And they all stay at various temples or various places. You know, the average person wouldn't pick up on what they are or why they're there, but they're kind of dispersed amongst the kingdom.
So I will walk in and I'm assuming everyone will follow me, but I will walk in and if no one approaches me.
Kind of as you step in, then one of the members will kind of step up to you and they will just kind of greetings, initiate. You come without a master.
Greetings. Yes. I must speak with the elder, for my master has fallen.
Like as you say that, he reaches up and puts a hand on your shoulder and just, I am sorry for your loss, brother. The loss of a master is a heavy burden to carry.
He'll put his head down a little bit and says, indeed, but we must continue. Is as he would want it, and it is the way it should be.
Master Ivana is up in her orders at the top. Your companions may sit at our table. They are welcome to feast and drink. But as you know, you are the only one permitted to see the elder.
Of course. I'll turn to the group. Sit, eat, and enjoy. I will be but a few moments.
Thorval is going to sit and eat.
Khalil is trying to look as not uncomfortable as he's feeling in here, and we'll join Thorval at the table.
Oh, I'll also look at Vesper. Make sure they don't get into too much trouble down here.
I will certainly do my best.
Therival, what is your passive perception?
Hold on, I got to look at that.
Oh, not Therival, sorry. It's Leo.
Oh, I
20.
I'm all excited.
20?
20.
So with a 20 passive perception, as you're looking around, you notice in the center of the table is this kind of mark very similar to the one I put in the chat, but it has several markings in it, and one of them that you see is your guild's sign marking this as a safe, as like safe
A safe
people
spot.
to deal with.
It's a haven.
Okay.
essentially.
But is there a question mark at the end of it? Question mark?
Hmm.
Yes, no.
Safe? Question mark?
Question mark in blood. Everything's
Messed
fine.
up.
But Jax, you in particular are taken not to the stairs to go up, but to go directly up to the Elder's Chamber. You are shown to kind of a sigil on the floor, and you guys watch as Jax stands. And Jax, you have done this before for other Elders. So you see as the escort just kind of steps back, and you see Jax just rising up on this stone platform that seems to go directly to the ceiling as far as you guys can see it.
Impressive. Good way to keep
Wait.
people out of there.
Much better than the last time I was sent up to the roof.
Oh,
By the trap? By the trap in the cave?
The last time he had to go, he had to stay up on the roof for a while, and he had to talk to a moth to send an eagle to come and save him.
It was a trial indeed.
So
I was delayed.
as you enter this office, Jax, again, not ornate, but just very well kept. And at this point of the day, it's definitely towards the evening. So you see this figure. She is clad all in white, kind of very cleric-looking robes, and she is standing out on a balcony overlooking this plain. And you look out and you see like just one of the most beautiful sunsets that you've ever seen. Kind of over the mountains, you're kind of seeing the last flash of sunlight, and you see that the sky is painted in these kind of purples and blues and everything as it kind of fades and gives way to the night sky. And yeah, this figure is just standing kind of both of her, like her hands just kind of resting on the balcony. And she gives you just the slightest, like you see the slightest of head turns of her acknowledging that you are in the room.
I'll walk off of the elevator thing. I'll go stand at attention. I don't know if we have like a greeting or a salute, but I will be greetings,
I don't think
Elder.
we figured one out yet.
No, I don't think so either. I'll just assume it's a stand at attention and a head nod for now, at
Yeah.
least.
And you kind of notice, like, you guys stand for not an uncomfortable amount. but long enough as she just seems to very much so just be drinking in the sunset. Until, like I said, you see just that last kind of green flash of sunlight before the sun disappears below the mountains. And at that point, she turns around and I will say that she says in kind of this ancient elven tongue that you recognize, at least as far as this greeting goes. She just kind of looks at you and just says, "I see you." And you see this woman. She is, like I said, she is clad head to toe in these layered white robes. She is wearing this. It's not quite armor, but you can tell that it's kind of this chainmail of like elven make that just looks almost like it's glowing almost white. Kind of going down, and you see the symbol kind of comes onto this place where her robes are kept, and she's wearing kind of a deep hood. And you see, as she looks at you for the first time, the face is just this perfect porcelain mask with silver decoration over it. And then she kind of like sits in this regal kind of chair. Like I said, it's not like a throne. It's just very much so like an official, like an elder's chair that has been kept up immaculately as everything in the order is. And she just looks at you and kind of motions for you to sit.
I will do so.
And then she will look at you and say, "An initiate comes to my hall without a master. What happened?"
Yes, Elder, I come with dire news. My master, Elder Morgan Weidenstahl, has fallen. Do I remember? I don't remember specifically, but do I know the name of the fort where it happened? I know it's outside of Skaggy, but do I know the actual?
That's a great question.
I just don't recall off the top of my head.
I don't either. I will have to get you that when I have a chance to look in.
Can we just? I would just want to relay to her in this. Essentially, what happened? The demons coming out of the doorway. The usurpers. I'll call them usurpers. The rebels were rebels sacrificing people, and that causing the doorway to open and the demon to come out, and how we were just barely able to escape because Elder Morgan essentially sacrificed himself for us so we could escape.
So she just sits there, just looking perfectly stoic, obviously, because she's wearing a mask. But as you tell the part of Elder Morgan sacrificing herself, you see that she kind of does like bow her head a little bit, since your master was one of the more revered elders in the order. And you see her just kind of like the chest and shoulders rise and fall. And from under the mask, you see just a couple tears just kind of fall out as she says, "The loss of Elder Morgan is difficult. And I imagine that as one of his initiates that you are feeling it heavier than most, as he was my master as well back in my day."
Indeed. He was a master to many, and his loss will be greatly felt throughout the order. But I know our master would not want us to mourn any more than we needed.
he would say mourning at all was a waste.
Indeed. So then that brings me to here to come to you to report and ask what guidance, what direction you would give us to do next.
This demonic insurrection that you describe is unlike anything we have seen in the lifetime of the Order, which is multiple millennia. That is troubling, to say the least. This portal that was opening, did you see anything that lie beyond it, or did you only see the demon kin that were pouring from it?
To be true, we only saw the demonkin. I did not take much time to examine the portal itself. My master told me when he said to run, so I did.
It is not every day that a problem is brought before me that challenges even my understanding.
Well, I must say that is troublesome.
Well, it brings up something that was a passing interest before, but now it might present more pressing urgency, so to speak. Some of our brothers have discovered a tomb, I suppose, for lack of a better word, of a mage known in very little detail in our records. Mage, and she kind of like pulls out some of her like recent books and kind of goes over it. You see her finger running along. Mage Himzotva, which is Himzotva. He is the Jarl's mage. He
Can you spell that for me one time?
Himzotva.
TVA. Okay. Thank you.
He is the Jarl's mage, but he claims that there is a tomb of a shunned mage that was known for practicing necromancy up in the mountains. Now, as you know, necromancy being one of the outlawed magics they can bring up things that start to distort reality, start to change the way the world is supposed to work. So if there is a tomb of a necromancer, then it is a logical deduction that they might have information on more fiendish matters. It
There's
might
not-
be worth it for you to venture forth to this tomb to see if anything can be deduced, as I will pour over our records here. But brother, it is troubling. Troubling to have something that even an elder knows not of in our order. You should venture carefully. Those you travel with, are they able-bodied?
First, when you mentioned the necromancy, he does like growl underneath a little bit of his voice. Just wanted to throw that out there. But when you mentioned able-bodied, he does they are capable. They are capable individuals who, if willing, should be able to help me in this quest. Their willingness, though, will be the question. I imagine they will not go with me for free.
And she kind of like nods her head, where you can tell she's kind of giving a, yeah. Well, her in particular. Sorry. Yeah, she's kind of giving a look of like such is the way of traveling with mercenary folk. But I understand the wheels of commerce must be greased. So come with me. I will venture down to the commons with you and meet these compatriots of yours.
As you wish.
But before we go down, how long were you with Master Mogan?
That's a good question. How long was I with him?
You tell me. It's your backstory.
Well, I have known Elder Mogan essentially my entire life. But I've traveled with him for the past 5 years throughout the lands.
And he taught you well.
He taught me as well as he teaches all of his students. Although a lot of it was also, don't get yourself killed and just follow me. So I would say I learned very quickly from under his tutelage.
Then I believe it is time for you to be an initiate no more. And she kind of summons up not really like, it's the book of which has all of your guys' tenets and everything that you guys, you've seen other initiates take the oath upon this book. And she will kind of look at you and just say, "Are you ready to take the oath?"
I am.
And she will kind of step up. And she, in her other hand, kind of summons a pure silver staff, and she kind of just hits it on the ground. And after a few moments, you see that 4 other watchers kind of come into the room. And she says, "You stand now at the threshold between the known and the hidden. between those who sleep in peace and the darkness that waits beyond their sight. Do you swear to keep watch when others turn away? To look
Funny.
beyond appearances, listen beyond spoken words, and seek truth without fear nor favor.
So he'll stand just on the way to stand just a little bit taller. He does that little kind of flex his back and says, I swear it.
Do you swear that you shall not mistake suspicion for wisdom, nor cruelty for strength? That your judgment shall be patient, your hand restrained, and your blade drawn only when vigilance demands it?
I swear it.
Do you swear that you shall guard the innocent from the dangers seen and unseen? That you shall stand against corruption, deception, and tyranny, whether they wear the face of a monster, mortal, fiend, or otherwise?
I swear it.
No secret shall tempt you from your duty. No threat shall silence your warning. No darkness shall pass unchallenged beneath your gaze. You shall carry the burden of knowledge, so others need not live in fear. You shall remain steadfast when hope falters, calm when terror rises, and watchful when all seems safe. Your eyes shall remain open, your spirit shall remain unbroken, and your purpose shall remain true. From this day until your final breath, you are the shield at the threshold, the lantern in the darkness, and the eye that never closes. From this day forward, you are a watcher, Brother Jax. And she kind of puts her hand on your chest, and your own amulet kind of gets formed, and the necklace kind of goes up and around your back, and then she kind of puts her hand kind of over your face. And unlike the generic mask that was there before, your own mask gets formed, and it takes, you can describe it at a later date once you've had some time to think about it, but it is very much so a reflection of you. Obviously not literally, but you know what I mean. It is representative of you.
Okay. Got it. It will be done.
All right. And with that, she just kind of puts her hand on your shoulder and just says, "May your eyes remain open, brother."
Thank you, Elder.
And then she kind of leads you to the same sigil that you came up on. And then she says, "If you are ready, shall we go and meet your companions?"
Yes, let's go.
Very well. And just before you go down, the other watchers do congratulate you.
I take their congratulations. Thank you.
And then
Give lots of forearm shakes. Forearm shake here. Forearm.
yes,
Yes,
forearm
indeed.
shake here, forearm shake there. All right.
Here.
So as you guys see this this stone disc descending back, as you guys are all fed whatever it is you guys are wanting, they provide you with. And then probably about half an hour later, you see Jax coming back down with this woman standing next to him, kind of her hand on his shoulder. I put the image in the chat as you see this kind of this regal figure, and you do see that Jax is now adorned with a new mask that he was not wearing before, and a shiny new necklace. But they kind of
Like someone got fancy. Sorry.
it's all good. But they do get off the platform and kind of approach the table. What are you guys doing as they approach? 'Cause I'm assuming all of you are sitting at the table, kind of.
I'm stuffing my face, but as they approach, I will just stand up and trying to think if like I did any kind of standing. I feel like what I did in my where I come from was a bit different, but I'll kind of just bow my head respectfully.
All right. Leo?
Lil, he wasn't necessarily scarfing down food. He was just being picky at what he was eating. Probably started noticing the thing coming down first. He would have just stopped and turned around, and that's about where he's at. He's just going to be kind of sitting there looking at them, turned over to face them.
Okay. Therival?
Thorval notices they are coming down and kind of sees what everybody else is doing and tries to blend in.
All right. And as you see, kind of Rupert is off doing his thing, kind of like just looking at like all the books and all the stuff that are going around, kind of bitching about everything as he does. What is your passive perception?
13.
13. I would say that would be enough to know that for at least a couple seconds, you see this woman as she is walking in is looking right at her. And then her kind of eyes just kind of drift to yours, and she just kind of, you see her shoulders just kind of do kind of like,
So, I am going to telepathically speak to her and say, "Can you see him?" And she can speak back to me.
Yeah, she sure can. And she looks right back at you and kind of looks like she's analyzing you for a second. She looks somewhat amused at the nonchalance of the question and at your addressing her. And she will just kind of look back at you and say, "I see much there of all green meat. And there is much that I know."
Huh.
Is she saying that out loud, or does she say that
No,
in the...
it is straight into his head.
Okay.
And she
I'll be
just
buggered.
there, just like, "Be not troubled. Your secret is safe with me."
Well, I appreciate it. I think it's going to get out anyway because I'm terrible at keeping secrets.
So I've seen.
Sorry to interrupt. Carry on.
And then Greybush, are you doing anything?
He, in true old man fashion, he ate a little bit and then fell asleep but as commotion has happened, he is stirred and has, gotten up from his seat, which since disappeared because, he sat up from it.
Absolutely. And I would say all of you recognize that this is the only elf you've ever seen that actively sleeps. Why? Who knows? Well, I know. But so she kind of keeps walking to what is the de facto kind of head of the table. And she sits, and you see her kind of make this motion over her face, and her mask goes from the porcelain one that she was wearing to this kind of very kind of old Nordic, like it's kind of like these all white leather strips that go down, but you see just her mouth is exposed. And you see that her skin is like extremely pale. Basically her skin is like snow white. Like it is just.
But these guys never take their masks off, huh?
Seems like that is the way. Anyway.
Easy now. No one has. I don't see an arm around her. We're fine.
I was gonna say if you see her face, then she has to go swimming. She doesn't like going swimming. Fine. But she then just addresses all of you and just says, "Greetings, companions of Jax. I am told that you all saw most troubling things. Your road here has been hard and sorrowful. And I wish there was something I could do to ease the burden of what you have witnessed, but as watchers, we do not have that gift. But we find ourselves in need of information, as we are troubled with the fact that we, as knowledgeable as we are, have no record of anything even close to what you have described. I have given young brother Jax a quest. He is to journey up into the snowy mountains to uncover a crypt, a tomb, a lost workshop. What it is, we do not know. But we know something was uncovered up there during the last avalanche that fell this past winter. Story goes that it was either the lair or the resting place of a necromancer from ages past, and as we all know, necromancy is one of the forbidden magics. Kind of like chaos magic or time magic, and her eyes just, you can't tell because her eyes are covered, never mind. But her head makes the slightest of motions towards Greybush.
Yeah, I was about to say, as you say necromancy, my ears perk up, but I'm not sure why.
But if it is indeed the lair of a necromancer, then I am sure that information regarding the fiendish happenings of late would be found, and this may lead us to more answers. Now, there's always a chance it could lead us to nothing. But the chance for knowledge is worth the gamble, I would say. But you all are in need of more. incentive than just information, I am guessing.
At least probably more than the information we would gather at this crypt or whatever it may be.
As Watchers, information is our currency. If you agree to undertake this task with Brother Jax, I will agree, here witnessed, for you to keep any treasures that you find. I do wish to reserve the Watcher's right to review any magical items that you find, but if you do find any and turn them over to the Watchers, you will be compensated for their value in gold. If you are asking for monetary compensation up front, the best I can offer you is 500 gold apiece.
We do have another member of our party who has gone ahead to scout the area. We would ask she be represented alongside us.
So let it be noted that 1,500 gold shall be given up front, or held in escrow, I should say. On your return, shall be delivered to you in full.
Well,
They're
that
paying
sounds more
their
than fair
own.
to me.
And they're paying their own man. It seems fair for Jax.
Indeed.
Well, it is not exactly normal custom for us to pay our members. This is true, but something tells me that Jax will be traveling far and wide, and coin is something that he will need. Being a member of the Watchers will lead to many things. Riches, generally not one of them.
Unfortunately, I think we may have seen what it can lead to. But
Are you referring to the sacrifice of Elder Mogan?
and many others at that horrible place. A life
Elder
lost.
Mogan gave his life gladly for you, for your companions here. And any one of our order would gladly do the same. Do you think his sacrifice was in vain or poor judgment?
His sacrifice was too early, I feel. Little did I see of that man, but what I did witness, he was great. And he could have done much more in life than in death.
Perhaps so. But if he saw it as worth it to sacrifice himself in that moment, I
Do
shut
not
him
mistake
free about
yourself.
the evils that were upon you.
Do not mistake yourself into believing death is the end of all things. It is simply another beginning.
I can only hope that that is true.
I mean, she might know. She's one of those god people.
Uh,
Oh,
the cleric type.
I suppose one might call me as such.
And what god do you call your patron, young Vesper?
I stand in herald of she who watches the paths beyond, she who guides those to their final place. Lady Oana.
It is not often that you find one that walks that path.
I did not say I walk any path.
And then in your head you hear, but I see the path that you seek to follow. You wish to go home.
And Vesper is gonna just kind of not say anything. Just you. Anyone who's paying attention to her might notice, like, she just kind of stiffens and just like she just looks uncomfortable for the briefest second, and then just goes stoic.
Redemption is not something beyond any of us. Even you.
I have a fan going. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
She said redemption is not anything beyond any of us, even you.
And did she say that out loud or in my head?
Just in your head. And you can respond back to her in kind.
Vesper is, I mean, she's probably, if she's in my head getting my reactions, just like this kind of doubt. Like Vesper doesn't quite agree with what she's saying. But after a moment, Vesper is just going to say, I would quite like for my thoughts to remain my own.
Give me a quick wisdom save. Or you know what? Let's call it an insight check.
Okay. $13.
13. You can tell she's not probing too far into your mind as far as you can tell. Like she has read, you would guess each of you enough to see what she needs to see, but that she is being respectful of how deep she goes. That she doesn't go any further than she needs to. That type of vibe.
Okay. Vesper still wants her out of her head.
And then Greybush. You hear her voice directly into your head. As you hear her say, it is not often that I find somebody who doesn't even know their own name in my home.
I respond back, and I don't remember anything really.
There is more locked in here than you know.
What was that?
She says there's more locked in here than you know, like referring to like in your head.
Hmm. I ask her if she knows how to unlock it, how to, remember.
I do. But this is a path you must walk. For if I unlock that door, you would be overcome. It would be more than one mind could handle. It is best that you take this information in pieces as it comes to you. But I do think that rest waits for you at the end of this. You will have ended. Then
Kind of stay silent.
the L. Or I'm sorry, were you saying something, cousin?
No, I just stay silent.
Cool. Mr. Tliel. As she, like, outwardly to all of you, it just looks like she's just eating a meal as she's talking to each of you in your head. So as she's eating, Tliel, you hear her saying, "You are a man searching for someone.
Aye.
You have been betrayed.
Multiple times.
I question, hypothesize, as it were, forgive my curiosity. If you had the chance to save the world and everything in it, then in return you had to forgo your vengeance. For those who have wronged you, would you do it?
The world and everything in it includes those that I have lost and that I search for, yes. For their lives mean more to me than anything else. For you say this world, but those lives are my world. I am lost here. I'm lost wandering. I'm lost trying to find them. For they are my world.
You are a friend of one of our number. Just say the word and we will aid in your search. For it is just and it is right.
Friend and acquaintances are two different things, but ye shall have my help here.
Then you shall have ours. And then to Theraval. She gets a little more of a candid tone with you. My, Theraval, it does look like you have poked something that ought not to be poked.
Yeah, story of my bloody life.
If you permit me, I would like to see what you have seen.
Uh, why not? You seem like you've seen a thing or two already.
All right. And with that, she will kind of press into your mind a little bit. And when she sees that same vision that I sent you, like all of you see her kind of just go still for a moment, and her head is like locked on Theraval. And she just kind of starts shaking her head, and she's like, this is why that particular itch must not be scratched. You've woken something that ought not to be woken.
I woke. I didn't do nothing.
A casual observer, so to speak.
Unwitting
one-
participant is what I like to call it.
Say it how you wish. The one you called master is responsible for this.
On that we agree. Wait, responsible for me or responsible for
Yes.
the demon hole?
Yes.
Oh, hells.
Indeed. So at that, she kind of straightens up and she like takes the napkin and just kind of dabs her face a little bit, and then she waves her hand across her face, and the porcelain mask is back.
That's really freaky, by the way.
Well, as one of our brothers said, this is the way.
Yes.
Arda Watcher, you are not to be seen.
Fair enough. How do you eat?
And she like waves her hand, and then like it goes back to like the like leather strips that were that kind of Nordic priest or Viking priestess type look that just showed just the like it allows you to just see her mouth pretty much. Like this. And she waves her hand back back to the mask.
All right, asked and answered.
Well, now that you are fed and watered, I'm afraid that we don't have any accommodation beyond just barracks to offer you. But if barracks living is something that you can take for the evening, you can feel free to head downstairs. If you make other plans, we understand. And we will not be insulted.
I believe we may have come by potential well-doers that have welcomed us to their home.
She kind of
That
reads your mind and she says, the huntsman. Yes. If they have offered you accommodation, I would take that over the barracks myself.
Are you sure it doesn't
Luckily-
smell like wet dog?
Say what?
Are you sure it doesn't smell like wet dog at their place?
You don't know yet. But we are 5 minutes past the time, so we are going to drop it here. Yeah, this is where we're going to wrap it up for the night. So we will wrap it up with you guys taking a long rest. And I will say that all of you guys do get to venture up to level 3 after helping with the Hill Giant. So you guys can all do that before next time. But here at the end of the night, we usually do what's going around here in the Nexus. So this week, I believe tomorrow, barring any problems with people, since we only got a party of 4, we are supposed to do Midnight City Royale. So you can tune in here 7:30 Central to watch that. As ever, everything we do is kind of, we're not professionals here. We're just people having fun. So we try to remain as consistent as possible. But we are supposed to be here tomorrow for Midnight City Royale. Wednesday, we will be here for the Threads of War. And then I believe that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's all we got going this week, I think. Unless I'm missing anything. Am I missing anything? Danielle, if you're speaking, you are muted, my darling.
Got that. Sorry. You did miss last week on Threads of War, so we decided that while the rest of the party was off doing stuff, you were at the Earl of Junesmere's house assembling the crib and losing your mind.
Helgar, in all of his infinite wisdom and abilities, is assembling a crib because he found out that his girlfriend is pregnant. Yay! That tracks.
Yep.
He can beat the shit
At
out
some
of
point,
people,
he came
but
down
can
and started
assemble a crib. Who knows? Tune in on Wednesday to find out.
I'm gonna have you do some checks to see how it did.
I'm game. So that will be Wednesday, like I said, Threads of War. Feel free to check that out. And to everybody watching, you can check us out over on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, you can head over there. You can see all of our campaigns that we got. We aren't exactly super great for finishing them, but good golly, are we good at starting them? So we got a lot of plans for a lot of different
It's like the curse of ADHD.
dude. We are finishing some campaigns, dude. I'm telling you. But yeah, you can check out our playlist there. The lovely Danielle over there, she does do her best at keeping that as up to date. You can also watch some of our shorts that are too short, but they are all hilarious.
At some point, I'll put some angsty ones up.
Say what?
At some point, I'll do some angsty ones.
Some angsty ones?
Yeah.
We do need some more of the drama to it. But with that though, I do think we are ready to call it a night unless anybody else has anything that you want to share. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. With that, we are going to call it a night. Thank you all for watching. On my end, I don't know about everybody else, but on my end, I can see a viewer count. I can see that we got 21 viewers for tonight, and I will say that is high watermark for us, and we appreciate each and every single one of you for tuning in. And whether you are watching live or watching this back on record, you are awesome, and we appreciate all of you. If you are watching on YouTube, please hit it with a like, hit it with a subscribe so you can keep up to date on what's going on here at the Clockwork Nexus. God knows we have enough shit going on for you to watch. but it makes us happy. We don't really do this for any kind of money or anything. We do it just because we are a bunch of nerds that love playing this game. So the fact that we're sharing it and it's getting it to people makes us beyond happy. So thank all of you from the bottom of our hearts. And I hope we didn't do too much to scare you guys away. So hopefully we'll see you guys back here next time on the Clockwork Nexus. But until then, good night, everybody, and we will see you next time.